Welcome back to Veggies by EOS and Vegetarian versus Carnivore. The first place we went to was Trejo's Tacos, and we're going to be talking about Trejo's today. And so what I got was these jackfruit tacos, and overall it was pretty good. I would say a little bit better than average. I would go back, but I feel like if I were to visit LA again, I would probably just try a different taco place instead.
That was the first time you had jackfruit, right?
Yeah, and it was the first time I had jackfruit, so...
How was it?
It was kind of weird, like kind of weirdly a little spicy, but it's kind of hard to describe. I was going to say if I went back here, I wouldn't get the jackfruit. I'd just get like a, you know, traditional regular taco without meat or anything on it. I think that actually might be better than even having the jackfruit on it, because I didn't like the jackfruit that much, so that might have been hindering my opinion. So yeah, for the tacos, I wouldn't get the jackfruit again, but I would go back. And then for the salsa, I actually thought the salsa was too tomatoey, so I really didn't like the salsa. I mean, I ate it, but I wouldn't buy it again. And then the chips were actually really good. They had like this cool, good tasting seasoning on it. I'm not really sure what exactly it was, but whatever they season their chips with is really good. So overall, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a 7.5 out of 10.
I got the steak tacos, and for me, I'm gonna give you the rating right now, then I explain the taco. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Because something I like in tacos and everything else I eat, I said in the previous video, is just flavor. I don't like a ton of stuff on my tacos, but what is there needs to be really flavorful, seasoned well, just tastes fresh. What is there needs to be really flavorful, because I don't like a lot of stuff, because if it's not, then I don't have very many options on my food and it doesn't taste that well. For Trejo's tacos, I got pico de gallo on the steak and I added cheese, because why have a taco without cheese? They are pricey. It cost me $7 a taco.
It was $7 a taco?
Yeah, roughly $6 something.
I think mine was, you can check on the menu, but the vegetarian ones are $4.50, I'm pretty sure. For
the meat, it's going to cost more, which is really pricey for one taco. But two factors, it's LA, and they were really good. If they weren't that good, I wouldn't go. We went twice because I really liked it. They also had a pesto on there, which I've never had pesto on a taco before. It was really good. Everything just works together really well. Also, usually when you go to a Mexican restaurant and you get corn tortilla, they lay two together. These tortillas were a little bit tougher and it was just one. That's just a small detail, but I noticed. Okay. But it was still really good. Yeah, but I'm gonna give the tacos a 10. The salsa, it was a little bit more tomatoey. It's not super spicy at all. It's pretty mild. There was two different salsas we tried. The first one was more the tomatoey, but I didn't really like the flavor. It was mild, but it had a good consistency. I don't like chunky salsa, so it was perfect for me. It was really smooth.
Yeah, it was really smooth, and it wasn't bad. It was just too tomatoey for me. I didn't like it as much.
And the second one we got from the bar outside. It was more tangy, again, really mild, but just more tangy. So they're going for more like zesty flavors there, and mild instead of just outright hot with no flavor, which is a good thing. And like she said, they kept the chips in this little heater thing in the corner, so when the chips come out, they're always really hot and fresh. The salsa, if I had to give it a rating, I'll give it an 8.
So I'll put in some footage from when we went the second time. This is Brody's second time at Trejo's Tacos. Brody only ordered one on accident. He's not too happy about it. I actually just got chips the second time because I wanted to get an acai bowl at the place next door instead, but he did go ahead and get lunch there a second time on a different day.
And both restaurants, sometimes when you go to the same restaurant, you'll be like, it tasted better when I went over there. Yeah. They're both consistently just as good as one another, so that's good to see.
So then we also went to his donut shop, Trejo Donut Shop, and it actually looked really cool on the outside. It was like a pink walls and stuff.
It was real bright pink. Like, yeah, everything else like in the neighborhood is just bland, and then you can't miss it. So that's part of the marketing, and it works.
Yeah. And so I just got like a regular glazed donut, like Krispy Kreme type of donut, and I'm not that big of a fan of Krispy Kreme, but this one was really good, way better than Krispy Kreme. So if you like Krispy Kreme, you'll love this one. I would give it a 9 out of 10. It was, you know, not the best donut I've ever had in my life, but it was really good, definitely well above average. And then I tried his peanut butter one, and for the peanut butter one, it looked like a donut, but it tasted exactly like peanut butter, so that was pretty cool. It was like really soft. You could tell it was made fresh, so I like that one a lot too.
For me, I got 2 donuts. I got one, the one she said already, which is peanut butter. And if I remember right, there was little bits of chocolate in it, which is fine by me. And yeah, it really did taste like peanut butter, but not just like outright out of the jar, but a really, really sweet peanut butter. More like candy-ish. It was kind of a mix between that sweet donut flavor and the peanut butter. The donut itself was a glazed donut for the peanut butter one. Glazed are typically my favorite, and like she said, it was really flavorful. That's my favorite word. Really fresh tasting. That's the thing with Trejo's restaurants I noticed for the 3 times we went to one of his chains. Everything tastes really fresh. It's not like, oh, this has been sitting here for a while. It tastes really fresh. For that peanut butter donut, I'd give it a 9. Like she said, it's not the greatest thing I ever had, but it's really, really, really good. It's pretty close, I'd say, honestly.
Yeah.
The second donut I got was a black velvet donut. It was a cake donut, which normally never is my favorite donut. But this one was really fresh tasting again. That's the thing with all his restaurants we found out. Everything tastes fresh. It doesn't taste like it's been sitting there all day. Even if it has, I don't know. But it tastes really fresh regardless. This donut was just more of a dark chocolate cake donut with white icing on it. Real simple, but again, really fresh. When you bite into it, it doesn't just crumble off. It's actually moist on the inside and it tastes really fresh. I'm gonna give that one an 8. Again, just because I don't love cake donuts over glazed, but it's still a really good donut.
So you like the peanut butter one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on the 9 out of 10 days, I'll choose the peanut butter, but I might go chocolate one day.
Okay. The camera decided to conveniently die right there, which I guess was a good ending point. But thank you for watching. Subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And go ahead and leave a comment of a place that you'd like us to review next. Thank you. Bye.